Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 2. It's going to go from June 24th to June 30th. Here, you can look at the objectives and outcomes yourself. The overview video you're watching is here. The Townsend Press learning components we're going to go over in 1 second. The grammar quizzes are here. There are 4. This one needs to be, I have to change that to June 30th. They're all due June 30th. And then the reading quiz, there are 2, and they're both due June 30th. And then you're going to have your first discussion board due in week 2, and it has to be done in a formal manner, which I'll go over with you in 1 second. And when I give you feedback on your discussion boards and your essays, this is how you locate the feedback I give you, and these are the symbols that I use. So like I might put IN, which means you should have indented, but you can see that there. So first of all, let's go up here. So the quizzes for Townsend Press, and so you have 2 chapters. Let me come over here to Townsend Press itself. Once you're in Townsend Press, click on the book that we're using. Again, you have 12 days or whatever you have whenever you signed up. You can buy the code now if you want to, and remember it's only $15. But you notice that chapter 1 you've already probably been working on. Chapter 2, so take a look here. Oh, and I also opened alternate mastery tests 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are optional. If you want to practice, go ahead with these. So if you get a 40, it doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt your score. It's optional. I'm not going to count it. So chapter 2, exercise 1 and 2, they are required. You can read through them as many as you want to get 100, and then mastery 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are also required. You only have 1 chance at those. And then again, just like above, the alternate mastery test, if you want extra practice, go ahead and do those. They are optional. They will not count. And then for chapter 3, it's the same setup. And notice that all of these due dates are June 30th. So make sure you get those done. I wouldn't wait. I would probably do these before I attempt a discussion board. It may help you. The first initial discussion board post. Okay, so let's go back to the module. So that's that. There are the quizzes. And then let's go over the discussion boards have to be written in a formal manner. Let me click on here. There's a whole video on this, but I'm just going to go over here. So overview, your discussion board is going to look like this. The initial post, you're going to have a heading, you're going to have a title, and then you're going to have your topic sentence, your support, your closing, and then your works cited. This is done in a formal manner. Again, there's a separate video that does this more in depth. And then if your stated topic sentence, what you will see will have to be highlighted in yellow. If you don't do that, I'm not grading it, and I will take 5 points off until you correct it. So let's go back at it here. So in the formal discussion board video examples, there are 3 here, but the first one is the one, my latest. This goes over MLA, ICE, and the discussion board. ICE is introduce, cite, and explain your quotes or your summaries, any outside sources. Watch this video, it will really help you. Okay, now I want to go and look at the prompt. So the discussion board prompt is going to be based on No More Drama. It's a video by Mary J. Blige. Here's the lyrics, here's the video. Watch the video. The lyrics are there if you need those, because you're going to have to cite from the video in your discussion board post. So let's take a look at the prompt. And again, I have 2 courses or 2 CRNs, 2 sections of English 110 in one course, but I have to separate each course because you can't really see someone else's name who's not in your course. It's a FERPA regulation. But that's why you guys will only see one, your own section, but in my video, you'll see both. Okay. So the prompt is you're going to watch the video, and you're going to meet 3 people, and I named them Joyce, Paul, and Pelone. They're all different, but what you're going to do is compare and contrast them. Remember, this is only 1 paragraph. It's not an essay. So just choose one aspect. I mean, obviously, Joyce is a black woman, Paul is a white man, Pelone is Hispanic. You could talk about their race if you wanted to, or maybe what they're addicted to, or what hardship they're going through. So you can compare and contrast one or the other if you want to, or you can do both. But I would just really concentrate on one. Do a comparison or a contrast. I wouldn't do a compare and a contrast because that's more work for you. So your topic sentence will dictate what you're doing. Okay, so you're going to have to use at least 2 in-text citations from the video, and then one for each of the people you compare and or contrast. So if you're talking about Paul, well, how do you know that he's a white man? Or how do you know what hardship he's going through? Look through the lyrics and say, this is where the proof is, or the context it's coming from. All right, and then you're going to use MLA for that. Here's your setup, the initial post, again, heading. And guys, when you copy and paste this into the discussion board itself, it does not have to be double spaced in the discussion board thread. However, when you submit it to me for grading, it has to be, and I'll show you that in a second. So title, again here, the topic sentence must be highlighted. And again, if you're indenting, sometimes in the discussion board thread, indents don't work, so don't worry about that there. Don't worry about it in the thread. And then your works cited. Okay. And again, if you can't center works cited in the discussion board thread itself, just put works cited over here. Although most students have been able to center well in the discussion board thread, the discussion board, the initial post, the formal post is due Wednesday, June 26th. Okay. And then here, you're just going to click reply, copy and paste this, obviously with your own work in it here, and it'll show up, and make sure that you highlight the discussion board in the topic sentence in yellow, or I will not grade it and I will deduct 5 points. I'll send you a message. So again, your initial discussion board post thread will go here, click reply. You will not see other students' replies until you put yours in. Now, I've had students in the past who will click reply and type in XOXO or something, then they read other people's posts, and then they take that for their answer. If you accidentally make a mistake and reply, let me know, because when I go through them, if I see anything before your initial post is, you're getting a 0. It's cheating. Just do your own work. And I'm going to talk about AI in another video. So, again, you've copy and pasted the initial post, the first post, click reply, that's in the thread. Then what you're going to do is you're going to make it a document, just the paragraph, and that document is going to go here where it says initial post for grading. You'll click here and you'll upload the document. This here, this is where it must be double spaced. It must be indented. Pretend it's like a mini essay, even though it's a paragraph. I'm doing this so you practice heading, title, topic sentence support, double space, works cited. Everything in MLA is double spaced. So let me click on here, and I give you a reminder of that. So you have to double space it, and the topic sentence must be in yellow. If not, I'm not grading it, and you will lose 5 points. So again, the document's going to go here. The document goes here. This is where I give you the actual feedback on the content and the grammar and the MLA usage. In the discussion board thread, again, it doesn't need to be double spaced. It doesn't need to be indented. That's where your fellow students will read and then respond to yours in their replies to you in the discussion board thread. Oh, I don't want to make this video too long. All right, so these quizzes are due June 30th. All of these quizzes are due June 30th. The discussion board prompt, the initial formal discussion board prompt, is due on Wednesday, June 26th. And then you'll post it here in your thread, and then you'll post it here as a document so I can grade it. And then you'll go back here to the thread before Sunday and respond to 4 other students. And again, this isn't another video, but make sure your responses are, I agree with your post because, or maybe you want to give them a hint. You gave the title of No More Drama, but you put it in italics, and it should be in quotes because it's a video title. It's not the title of a novel. Something like that. Your threads need to be qualified. Do not write I agree, period, and move on, or yes, I like your thread, period, because you will not get points for that. I'll actually deduct points for that. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. And again, guys, there's a lot of work in the beginning, but it's going to taper off when we start to be able to focus on the actual writing of the essays. Right now, we're getting all the little foundational stuff out of the way. Thank you. Take care.